Hi, it's John Colley and welcome to another 6-Minute Strategist Facebook live stream. And today I want to talk to you all about Skillshare. Now, the question I've been asking myself for the past months is, why aren't I publishing on Skillshare? And finally I've decided to do something about it, and hooray! I published my first course today. So that's up, and in the notes I've put a link to the first 25 coupons. And there's also a referral link below that. The referral link's an affiliate link. The 25 coupon link above it is a free link to get into the course for free. And it's a little course about the basics of writing a webinar. Now, let me tell you a little bit about why I think going on to Skillshare is a good idea. First of all, it is a marketplace that is working and people are getting paid for it. Now, they have a subscription model and you get a share of the subscriptions, but it's very meritocratic, and it really is based upon the number of enrollments. They've actually got a point scoring system, but essentially it's the number of enrollments, the number of reviews, and the number of projects. But if you get a negative review, you get a negative points as well. So I don't want to go too deeply into that, but if you were familiar with Skill Feed, it's not dissimilar to that. And I've done a lot of work today trying to understand the platform. So I've spent about 5 hours today creating one of my directories. And it's been actually quite tricky because it's a bit like Udemy was in the old days before it had a really well organized structure. Skillshare is organized around tags, so you really almost got to search and collect the data on every single tag and then eliminate the duplicates, and that's almost impossible to do. So I've actually created over 150 separate files and aggregated them and deduplicated them, and I've ended up with something north of 2,000 different courses, which is actually quite a good data set, but I can't pretend to you that it's actually the whole of the all the courses on Skillshare, but it's going to give me enough information to do some analysis on who's doing well, what sort of courses are doing well, what sort of length of courses. What I need to do now is to turn the raw database into something useful, which means I will do some formatting and some changing of labels and removal of duplicate columns and stuff like that. So I'm not going to share any of that with you now, except to say that it does look like a very interesting place, and it certainly seems to be somewhere worthwhile to publish on. There was a very good video that Mark Timberlake produced the other day, which switched me on to the technique of being on Skillshare, because Skillshare is all about essentially shorter courses around a skill, hence the name. And every course needs to have a project associated with it. This is actually very important. Not difficult to do, actually, but very important. So you can parcel up your existing courses into bite-sized chunks, add a project and publish them there. And because it's a subscription model, you can actually publish part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5 without any adverse knock-on effect from the student, because what you're doing is you're making the course very easy for the student to digest it because it's in digestible chunks. But he won't be paying any more to access the rest of the content as he would in Udemy, because it's a subscription model. So he's subscribed and he's in, and therefore it works. So to summarize, I think Skillshare is a really interesting platform. I know that people are making money out of it. One example, and this is public information, I'm not giving any away of Rob Cubbon's secrets, but he publishes that he makes about $850 a quarter in Skillshare. Now, what I'm going to be doing is having a closer look at how many courses he's got, how many enrollments he's got, and trying to work out some sort of algorithmic calculation to see where the target needs to be to start making some interesting money, how many courses you need to put up, all that sort of thing. So it is an interesting area. I will be producing at some point a directory of Skillshare, which I will make available to you. I might be charging for it. It's been actually very hard work putting this together, but I'll probably ask about $10 for it. I've literally spent 5 hours non-stop just building the basic database, and I'm still not there yet. But I thought I'd go onto a Facebook Live rather than do that for the rest of the day. So the question to you today is, why aren't you publishing on Skillshare? And I hopefully have given you some reasons to do it. Please click on my link and get me to the 25 number of enrollments. Now, the reason that that is important is that until you have a course with 25 enrollments, you don't get into the pot for the money. So I need you all to go and click on that link, please. It won't cost you anything. It doesn't have any adverse implications for you, and it will help me to get the ball rolling on Skillshare. And if you could leave a comment, that would be great, a review or anything like that, entirely as you see appropriate, of course, but anything that you can do to help will be great. If you feel like really getting more into the platform, there's also a referral link there which you can use, and I will get a small stipend from the guys at Skillshare if you do that. So it is an affiliate link, but entirely up to you. Otherwise, just go to skillshare.com and take a look for yourself. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please share them, please comment on them, please do all the right sorts of things. Do come over to my 6 Minute Strategist page, literally the 6 Minute Strategist, and come and like the page and work with me to help me get to know you better, so that we can really push ahead again. That's it for today. Another one coming up tomorrow late afternoon as ever. I hope you found that interesting. So the question back to you is, why aren't you publishing on Skillshare? There will be more from me about Skillshare in the coming days and weeks, particularly as my analysis starts to unroll. Great to be with you today. Really hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll speak to you again very soon.